Human transportation has scaled from walking on foot to maintaining technology in orbit. To master this timeline for your exam, we are going to build a high-yield cheat sheet covering the essential milestones. The foundational milestone in this journey is the invention of the wheel. The earliest evidence places its use around 3000 BC, but those first wheels were used by potters to shape clay. It took another 300 years before humans adapted the wheel for carts and physical transportation. Examiners consistently use that 300-year gap to trap students. If a multiple-choice question asks for the earliest use of the wheel, look for the potter's wheel, not the cart. This map lays out the age of exploration. Your exam will test you on 3 specific European sailors and the distinct routes they took. First, Christopher Columbus. He attempted to find a trade route to India by sailing westwards, but reached America instead. Contrast his path with Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor who successfully reached India by sea. Finally, Ferdinand Magellan discovered the ocean passage connecting the Atlantic and Pacific. Visualizing these 3 paths on a map is the most reliable way to lock in who went where, preventing you from crossing their names and nationalities on test day. Moving into modern transport networks, test makers heavily target questions about the oldest, longest, and fastest systems. For land transport, you need to know the Golden Quadrilateral Highway, one of the longest in the world, connecting Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. When evaluating rail, the Kolkata Metro holds the record as the oldest metro service in India. Looking at the broader categories, water transport is the oldest means of overall transport, while air transport is the fastest. Matching these specific extreme records to their exact transport mode secures you these point-scoring questions. Humans also needed to move information. This visual shows a cave painting, which stands as our earliest record of communication. As societies grew, people developed formal scripts. This is cuneiform, invented by the Mesopotamians. Keep this distinct in your mind from the picture-writing systems of the ancient Egyptians. By the mid-15th century, Johannes Gutenberg invented the mechanical printing press, making it possible to produce multiple copies of books rapidly. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, making instant voice communication across distances a reality. Tracing this timeline from carving symbols into clay to transmitting live voices demonstrates the technological progression you are required to know for the curriculum. Let's test your retention. Take 5 seconds right now to recall the names of the inventors and the specific dates for the printing press and the telephone. The printing press was Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century, and the telephone was Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. Forcing yourself to actively retrieve this information right now builds the neural pathways you will rely on during a stressful testing environment. We can apply this knowledge directly to standard test formats. Look at this matching exercise. The Golden Quadrilateral connects to highway. The telephone goes to Alexander Graham Bell. Cuneiform matches to Mesopotamia. To consolidate everything, here is your final review sheet, clearly dividing today's facts into a transport pillar and a communication pillar. Screenshot this frame. Reviewing this single image for 10 minutes before your exam guarantees mastery of the evolution of transport and communication.